So my name is Ellie Cottam. I'm the Extended Schools Coordinator at Redlands Primary School in Whitechapel. So we are very lucky at Redlands Primary School in that we have a school garden. It's a wild, natural space available to the children. We have a school playground as well with some small areas that we can plant in. But in terms of the local community, there aren't very many open green spaces. So what we have in the school, we're very lucky to have. Once we'd received the grant from the Healthy Schools team, we took down our old garden shed, buy new equipment that we could store in there, and for the whole staff team and the whole school to have access to that garden. We were then able to run gardening activities in lesson times, at break times and lunch times, and also as an after school club. And quite quickly we put in place an after school gardening club, which has grown significantly in popularity since then. So at Redlands Primary School we have a forest school that runs weekly with nursery children. All children in nursery take part in forest school throughout the year. So currently forest school is happening on a Tuesday afternoon with a group of 15 nursery children. They come from nursery classes into the huts area and they get changed into their protective waterproof clothing so they can do any activities they want to. Then once they're ready, they go out into the school garden. Really, forest school is about child-led activities. So we sit down in a circle around the logs initially at the start of the session, and we talk about the rules and safety, and then the children go off into the garden for an hour or so and take part in any activities they want to. We've got various different plants and trees growing in the playground with some planting areas underneath those trees. So you'll see today in nursery reception that they are planting vegetables, and they're planting them from the seed and growing them right the way through to pick them, and then they actually cook and eat them in nursery reception, which is great because they go right the way through from the start all the way through to eating them, consuming them. And I think one of the other things that you notice through these sort of gardening and growing projects is that when you're planting a seedling and it's growing all the way through to its vegetable form, you're learning so much, and not only are you learning about the science side of things, but you're talking about them as well, so it's helping with your communication and literacy skills. You have to remember that most of these children, nearly all of them, will be living in high-rise flats in overcrowded situations, and the only access they will have would be the local park, so they don't have their own garden, and if they go out, it will be to the one local park that we have, so it's very limited access to open green areas. Each year group and each class are able to be as involved as they want to, and to use the resources and to use gardening as best fits in with what they're learning in the curriculum. So you can see that in what they're doing in nursery is completely different to what they're doing in reception, and then in year 1 all the way through to year 6 they use the gardening within school to match up with what they're already learning and to bring real life experiences to what they're already learning in the school, and you have to do that to make it sustainable and to make teachers want to be part of that experience as well.
My favourite thing of gardening is to pour some water on my plant. People look at their frogs sometimes in the pond, and sometimes they jump around and we see the tadpoles.
I've been growing lettuce and carrots and mushrooms.